Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. I think it's the last Saturday in August. Kind of crazy. I don't know where the month went. I didn't realize next week was September. So anyways, what does that tell you? It's been kind of crazy busy. So we have some show and tell today, and we had a request the other day about how to use embossing folders. So I kind of went on our display and pulled some cards, and I'll go through those and share those cards with you. So we'll wait for people to sign on. And then we can get started. Oh, it's been a long week. This is it's kind of exciting because we're getting so much new product in, but it's also really hard to figure out where to put everything. And because we get fall, we get Halloween, and we get Christmas. Probably the biggest holidays of the year, everything kind of trickles in over this next, month. So it's a reshuffling of things in the store, trying to figure out where to put things that we can fit in all this new product. And so I call the troops in. So we have Mark here today. He was not so happy about coming today. He was hoping to spend the day with his mulch, but but the little I need help at the store happened. So he's here helping. So we're going to start off. We got a small collection in, very small, 3 different items from W+9. They're not a very big company, and she doesn't come out with a lot of product very frequently. And I happened to look on her site, and these were some new items, and I figured that we really needed these in the store. We have the older W+9 on sale in the store in our special in-store special. So a lot of this will go through the sale this coming week. So we have W+9, we have Lawn Fawn, Mama Elephant, some companies that we just need to refresh, and we have some really good deals in the store. So you definitely want to stop in. So the new items are not part of the sale, but these are some of the things that I brought in. And I love this. And if you get a chance, go to their site, because if you click on the stamp, you'll see the beautiful samples that they've done. I didn't get a chance to do any yet, but here is just like a vintage clock with a floral design and, some, sentiments. And there is a coordinating die that goes with this. The butterflies are beautiful. So we have this new, and this one is Flora and Fauna 4. There has been a whole series that she's done, so this is the latest. And this is the one that actually grabbed my eye. I love this, the vintage ephemera. So you have some postage stamps. You have the postcard stamp by itself, kind of a little vintage background stamp. Another little postage stamp. This over here, the little pocket watch, the bird, and some more random script. And this one also has a coordinating die for it. And this one is just really cool. I do like this one. And this is we may have a smaller version of a postcard die. This one is new, and what I like about it, it's for the bigger cards too, like an A7 card. So you have the big postage stamp on the background, and you can see like in the inside here is a smaller postage. For an A2 size card, you have a square postage inside. You also have this little postage stamp. The heart comes out separate, so you can go ahead and color it and pop it back in. And another little postage stamp, which all work with a lot of these little images that are in here, but they can also be used with a lot of other products and stamps and things that you have already. And Teresa had asked, about embossing folders. So I grabbed this embossing folder and I trimmed it down and I put it as a background on this die cut. And then I can put an image on top, so I don't know if I have anything. I'll just, for example, there's something like that. I did die cut the lemons yesterday. I was showing some people how to use these. Not that the colors are what I would choose, but here, is a way just to use an embossing folder as a background element. Not as the focus, but as an element on a card. So those are the 3 new items that we got in from W+9, and I do believe that those are online. And let me just go through some of those embossing folders that I was talking about. Here is a die cut with this slash oval design, and putting a embossed folder to the background and putting your other elements on top, is one way to use an embossing folder. This one, super simple. This is one of the floral designs, and it's actually much bigger, but I cut it down. Just because the embossing folder is large doesn't mean you need to keep it that size. So we cut it down, and here I used a sentiment from Memory Box, and it's, it has the shadow behind it, and we used purple, and we put a little bit of the purple glitter paper behind that. So if you're looking for fast cards, this is kind of a way to go. In this particular embossing folder, this, I don't think I did on, I might have done it on watercolor paper, but it doesn't seem to be. I did embossed it, and then I did watercolor on top. Yeah, I don't think this is watercolor paper. And then I inked the background. So you can actually take the design and you can color it. Here's another one that I showed before. I took the flower design and embossed it on yellow paper, and then I just took my colored pencils and highlighted areas, on the leaves and such, on the petals. So another super easy way. Just taking, a color cardstock. This has to happen to be, I think they're called Diamonds by Basil, and it has like a shimmer to it. I don't know if you can see that. Just using the embossing folder, once again cutting it, and just putting a sentiment on top with a banner die. Another super easy one, just using one of the background embossing folders. Definitely 3D, you can see all the dimension and texture in there, and a sentiment on top. I love embossing folders, so we have tons of samples. This one I did just using inks and the little brushes and applying color. It needs a sentiment on top. I don't think this one was ever finished, but a good start. This one was colored with markers, another embossing folder. This one's pretty clever. Sue did this one. It's an embossing folder, and she cut the shapes out and then adhered them onto a card base. So another way to use an embossing folder, take those elements and cut them out. Here is this kind of deco fan design, and it was embossed on a regular sheet of paper, and the shapes were cut out. I would cut the shapes first by hand if you're doing that. If you're using a die cut the shapes first on your die cut, then emboss them so that they don't flatten back out. But those designs were made to create shape on this birthday card, or birthday cake. Here's another 3D folder, and we just inked the background and added glitter and glossy accents. this particular card I did for Maker Mania. I don't know if it was the last time or whatever, but you can see the background, and then I inked, my paper first, and then used the embossing folder. This one, the color pencil design was colored first, and then we took this kind of 3D dimensional design and embossed it afterwards. So even the part that was colored has this dimension added to it. Very cool. I wouldn't do it with every folder, but you probably want a smaller design, something more geometric. And this is a cool technique that one day when I have everything kind of prepared, to show you the steps that it takes to create this. And this was done with embossing folders and a lot of like stays on ink, embossing powders, and so on and so forth. So hopefully that kind of gave you some ideas of what to do with your embossing folders, and help you kind of help you out on that. So let's see some of the other items that came in. We got these new dabbing brushes from Prima from Finnabar. So there's 3 different sizes. You can use these with paints. You can use them with your ink pad. You'll get a totally different look rather than the soft brushes. They tend to be more like a stencil, a softer stencil brush. And these are from Prima, part of Finnabar's collection of tools. As fast as these came in, they're going out. These came back in stock. So we have these called Perfect Sentiments from Pink Fresh. Once again, as a reminder, this is one large stamp. They're not separate words. They come off the sheet as one. You ink them all together. And then the die cuts is one complete die. And I'll just open this up so you can see this. And this entire die will fit exactly in line over the stamps. So you get all these cut out at the same time, and just nice to, put them in a little container, so when you're looking for a sentiment, you can have those ready. I suggest doing all different colors so that you have all different colors ready. You can emboss these too, which look really nice. And there is a foil plate that you can use and hot foil this entire sentiment that coordinates with this die. And like I said, starting in September, on the machines, we have 3 machines here in the store. They're back in stock, and we'll be getting a shipment of glimmer machines because it's a really kind of great tool to add, especially around holiday time, and so easy to use. And more companies are adding foil plates with their product line to their collection. Here's another product that we seem to run out. We just got a restock of these different folio kits from Photoplay. We have 2, 3, and 4 in stock. And the different folio kits, here's a little sample of what they do. So they're pretty much, the directions are there. They're all kind of you put them together and you add your colored paper and come up with these great little designs. This is a pocket inside here. There's a pocket back there. This is an add-on with a little waterfall. And that goes in that pocket. There's a magnet. A lot of the kits will give you the magnet that you need if you need a magnet as part of the kit. Here is Not sure which one this is, but this was a really popular. You can see this. We did it as a Christmas project, and you have that waterfall. You can add your journaling, your pictures, and you have the same thing with pockets and folds on each side. So lots of interactive parts and pieces. Whoop. And if you're unsure, the nice thing is Photoplay has YouTube videos for all their folios. So if you kind of get caught up and you aren't quite sure how they put them together, they have a great resource there for you. So we have a lot of those, just came in stock. Their latest is this Build an Album, and I'm taking classes Monday through Thursday from a lot of vendors, and we're going to be putting together a book. I actually started one, which I never completed. I was going to bring that today, and I left that at home. So I'll bring it back maybe next Saturday, because I'll have my fall book done, and you'll see kind of the process of putting this together. But this creates, I believe it's a 6x6 album, and you actually do the spine. You have a spine. It's probably about, I would say, 1.5 inches deep, and there are your basic pages. And what is really cool is they added this accessory pack. And in the accessory pack, they give you a waterfall add-on. You get an extra page to add in with pockets. You get extra flaps to add in. And these can be used in this album, but they can also be used on scrapbook pages or, you know, in other ways other than just this. Allison, where the gnomes are in that unit there, there's a new collection right up front. It's the gnomes for the holiday. We have some new paper packs in. From Photoplay, I really like this one. This one is called Grease Monkey, and it's a lot of masculine papers. And they have cut aparts and they have stickers in this collection. So you can see the stickers on the back. So you can use it for layouts, you can use it for card making. The North Pole, one of their new Christmas collections. I love that vintage Santa. And you can see their stickers on the back. We got more of the Monster Mash paper in. I love them because they're fun, bright colors.
Was there Christmas also?
It's a huge, it says calendar.
Oh.
Yeah, it's right up front. And here's some stickers on the back of the collection. And this is their fall. And this is the collection pack that I'll be using for my upcoming class. And the stickers on the back. Yep. This is new. This is a calendar. It's a 10 by 10 spiral bound calendar. And on the top, when you open the calendar, you can do a small layout on each page for the entire year. Whoops. So you can see you have your calendar down here at the bottom, and then at the top is where you would do a layout. And to help you with that, there's a new collection pack that came out. Let's see if I get this back in here. It is called A Year with My Nomies. And you get all these cut apart papers for the entire year, January through December. You get all these additional sticker sheets. And you can use it with the calendar or independently. You can use them for cards, you can use them for layouts, and they actually give you all these different layout ideas. So I thought this was actually like really cool. So you're getting a lot of product in this collection. So here's one of the papers. They are double-sided, so you have options. There's probably a gnome on each one of them, but if you're not into the gnomes, there's a lot of other parts and pieces that come with it, so you can kind of do your own thing. So this is called A Year with My Nomies calendar kit. But once again, like I said, you can use it with the calendar or choose not to. And last of all, we got one of the Christmas releases in from Simple Stories. And I'm just going to share that with you. We have a lot of their ephemera pieces. These are more chipboard die cut pieces, the heavier chipboard pieces. The coordinating enamel dots. We have the foam stickers. This is a cool stencil, the trees. We have this is the rustic Christmas, but we have the 6x8 pads. A lot of companies are doing 6x8 rather than 6x6. It makes more sense for card makers. And a couple of paper pack collections. I think this one is like $7.99. It's just a small collection of Oh Holy Night. And you can see the nice papers that are inside. Some of these we do have individually. I think I got this one because you could frame this and just display that. Finally, Hanukkah. It's very hard. Not everybody comes out with Hanukkah every year. This is another, I think, $7.99 collection pack. And then this is a regular. So these are like $15 or $16. And then this is the entire collection, the vintage rustic. And you can see all the different papers inside. And we do have probably the whole collection available in single sheets. So we have we did get a lot of papers in this week. I know that I have, the new release from Sunny Studios coming in. Honeybee has been ordered, hasn't shipped yet. It's quite a large order. That should be coming shortly. We'll be getting new waffle flour. So lots of good things coming this week. And I think that's all I have to show you today. I'll just check to see if there's any questions out there. I don't know that I saw any. I get so involved in what I'm showing you, I forget to read all the little messages. If I set up another, iPad or computer and watch it on the iPad, I get confused with the delay. So it's best for me just to keep moving. So if I don't see any questions, just a reminder that the convention is this weekend at the Erie County Fairgrounds. Go and support everybody that's there. Mark and I are going to go walk around a little bit tomorrow, do a little bit of shopping for the store, and I don't think there's anything else. We're here today until 4 o'clock. We will stay a little bit later if there's people in the stores, so don't feel like if you're on your way coming from the convention and heading out back home, we won't kick you out. We'll be here. Mark's not so happy about that. Like 2 minutes to 4, he's like, come on, back it up. And I tell him, these are not electrician hours. So anyway, I think that's all I have for you today. So everyone have a great weekend and hope to see you next week. Have a good one.